Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're live! Welcome to another Saturday night Masterpiece to Piece Theater. Thank y'all for being here. What's up, guys?
Cool.
Rush, Stam, how y'all doing?
What's up, everybody? I'm good, man. We had spring break this week, and it was
Oh,
it
nice.
was the least restful one I've ever had. we had activities every day, and then we're trying to do this addition to the house, and we've been going back and forth with the city about permits and variances and plot lines and things. Oh my god, dude. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, I had to mute myself. But yeah, it's
got to be a nightmare, dude.
It is. It's no fun.
Bureaucratic bullshit, man.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And literally, like arguing with these people over 2 feet of lines. Like it's like this house was built in like 1820 or something, and then apparently at some point after that they made the property lines. So our house is like right up on it. And then at some point after that too, they put an alley, like a city owned alley, like through our like side yard basically.
Right.
So it's just super frustrating.
Sam owns one of Lincoln's first homes.
Yeah, right.
We live right next to the first school built in
What's
Madison
up,
County.
Vinny?
And
that's cool.
We drove by today on the way to my mom's house. I said to my sons, that's where Abraham Lincoln debated Stephen Douglas, right in Alton, right next to the Mississippi River, man. A lot of history here.
Damn. It's you, man. You live like
that was one thing I loved about living in Massachusetts too. Like
all the
that
shit,
revolutionary,
dude.
Revolutionary War shit. Hell yeah, I was big into that. Especially being from Bedford, with like the Bedford flag, and like how basically it was mostly people from Bedford that were at Concord and Lexington.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, isn't that's so cool, man? It's so cool.
Yeah.
And it's like we're in Alton. That's an older town. It's like a couple towns away from me. But there's a lot of stuff like the
abolitionist
what's up,
JD?
Lovejoy. They shot him and threw his printing press in the Mississippi River there. Like it's crazy stuff, man. JB, what's up, dude? Russ, how you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. I had a 3-day work week this week, and it was like the longest 3 days of my fucking life.
So wait, what did you get Friday off, or do you have Monday off?
No, I took Monday and Tuesday off. And then
my man.
I had and then I went back to work on Wednesday, and like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday felt like it was 5 days, dude. It was ridiculous. I was like, this is crazy, man.
Dude, that's always the case with me. Like shorter weeks, like it's just because like at least
for what's
me,
up, Wolf?
I gotta get more stuff into that 3-4 days or whatever.
Sorry to disappoint.
And this guy, man.
What'd he say? I didn't hear what he said.
He said, "Oh, we go again."
Yo, so what was that shit you wanted to talk about, Russ?
Okay, all right. So I was wondering if y'all been following the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Like Johnny Depp is suing her for like
defamation.
Yeah, it's defamation, right? Now he already lost the trial he tried overseas, but part of the reason why he lost is because of like the different laws they have in England. Like he had to sue like the tabloid, and it's harder because the tabloid kind of
the Sun, right?
The Sun was, and I think it's a tabloid. I don't know. It might be a religion paper. I don't know, but he had to sue them instead of her, and all they did was basically say, well, we just we had a source and we went with the story, you know?
Yeah, that's tough, especially well, I mean, they tend to have stricter like free speech laws and stuff like that in Europe generally. But yeah, I guess like when you're doing a newspaper, they get like, dude, this is what we were told,
right?
You know, we got a source says it, so they kind of can have a little bit of padding from that.
Yeah, but here in America, though, the rules are a bit different. Plus, because the Washington Post is the paper that printed this story, where she started throwing all these lies out about him. Okay, and they're based in Virginia, Northern Virginia, actually. So he gets to sue in Virginia. Well, Virginia has, it's a really good for him that he got to do that, because Virginia has like not very strict rules about what's called the slapback law, which means like if his case wasn't really strong, she could like sue him back, like right back at him, and to get her a court fees paid for and stuff, and
just break even pretty much.
Right. But Virginia, like if it was in California, she definitely would be filing that suit because she'd have a really good chance of winning in California.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
We got a full house, guys. What's up, Cologne?
Yo, Dave.
Oh, Dave, what's up, man? Hell
Lowry,
yeah, man.
What's up, man? Nice
Jason,
to see y'all, yo.
What are you talking about? I'm already in the show, man. What are you talking about? Go ahead. It's all good.
But yo, I listened to them tapes.
And okay, what'd you think?
Wild as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, she does not give a fuck, and she is not based in this reality.
No, dude. Yeah, she's seems like a crazy person.
She's disturbed.
He's trying very hard.
Uh-huh.
You're the one.
Wait, so who recorded that stuff? Like, did he?
He did.
He did.
Wait, so did he keep his fake accent the whole time?
No. I'm sorry. She did.
Was it him?
She did.
Okay.
Oh, she recorded. When was she recording it?
She recorded it because she wanted to sound good, but it ended up backfiring, man. Because
I think she was trying to provoke him. Yeah, that's what I think she was trying to do. Because if you listen to the recordings, she's getting bit. The way she's behaving is like she's trying to provoke him to get violent or gonna. And he didn't. He didn't take the bait. Instead, she just.
And then you hear about what she did to his hand. Fucking throw the vodka bottle at him.
Yeah, dude. I saw pictures of that. Like his hand was fucked up, man.
She's got. They
said he's been watching that shit on court TV.
It's crazy, and adjacent is crazy. I've been. That's why
TV,
every time I get a chance, I'm firing up shit on YouTube. To get little clips of it and shit. But
that's tough, and I hope that something comes to this, man. Just because it's one of the classic things where like the roles of the abused and the abuser are reversed, and
he really got fucked big time because
he lost a ton of money. You know, like he got booted out of that Fantastic Beasts movie, which is
Pirates of the Caribbean.
For him, you know,
he lost the Fantastic. Yeah, well, he gets to laugh now because the newest one ain't doing so well.
Sucks. Yeah, apparently it sucks. Yeah.
So, he got booted out of Camp Pirates, which I think Disney's gonna go suck his dick and bring him back, but and pay his ass too.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, look that Russ. That's what they did with James Gunn. They went along with it for an arbitrary amount of time and then said, okay, like we know that and it sucks. It's like they knew that was bullshit from the beginning, but like they
had to for PR purposes.
He says he watched this video on a behaviorist who watched the trial and gave his input.
Oh, that's cool. Because people have been focusing on her like body language and shit. And it's like she really, even in court, she has a I don't give a fuck attitude. Like just like
an arrogant maybe.
Oh yeah, and like she's really fucked up in the head. But this is how petty they're getting though. So he had some fans that were in the courtroom, okay, watching the trial, and I guess she's trying to say that and she had her people like they're going as far as they're checking out everybody that's in the courtrooms, like social medias and stuff like that. And because
why though? Like, what would it matter?
To find,
like if they're on the jury, that'd be relevant, right?
To be petty, right? Because it turns out that these two fans that were in there had posted something on social media in the past regarding like hating her guts and wishing she would just die or something like that, right? So
everybody says that, yeah.
Right. So her lawyers got them booted out, right? But then he did the same thing to two of her fans that was in the courtroom, right? Found some social media shit and had them booted out. The pettiness is ridiculous and how dude, they hate each other. It's really
But for real, if you haven't listened to those tapes, listen to them tapes.
Yeah, I don't know if I've heard them. I don't think I've heard them all, Nick. I need to go find. I've heard excerpts of the tapes. Yeah, and I've only heard parts of it. I haven't heard the entire things, but man, it's
like 3 to 4 hours, I believe.
Oh my god, dude!
Because there's like
I've only listened to like little,
there's like 2 or 3 incidents.
Right, I've only listened to hear like 5 and 10 minute clips of them at a time. It's insane, dude. This bitch is cuckoo. I'm telling you, and I feel get this even like her coat, but it's starting to pour out. It's starting to spill out. She can't keep her cool anymore. To the point where she's like, people are starting to notice her behavior. And now, like, Jason Momoa hates her fucking guts, dude. He don't even want to work with her. He hates her. Man. He hates her. He tries to pretend like he can handle her, but he really dislikes her. And apparently, while they were shooting a scene, she fucked up and poked him in the eye really bad. And they had to stop shooting for like 2 days.
Aquaman 2.
Oh fuck!
And he was fucking irate. He was like, "This dumb bitch doesn't know what she's doing," you know. I mean, it was so hot, man. And I think people are to the point. If she's not careful, she's going to be the one to get blackballed from Hollywood. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think if you're a studio and you have to choose between the two of them, which Warner Brothers is in that position with Fantastic Beasts and the DC stuff, I think the choice is easy, man. I think you do. You take Johnny Depp. Yeah. I think she just what I don't know. I think this will blow over. I think Johnny Depp's going to come out of this looking better, which to most he already is. And then most people don't have any fucking idea that this is even a thing, right? So I think like your kind of average family who's like, yeah, I want to see a Pirates of the Caribbean movie,
right?
Aren't even going to be aware that this is happening. So like, if you're a studio and you kind of have to pick one of these people to go through, I think the choice is easy.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he's a bankable star. She is one of a fucking million in Hollywood, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I mean,
you can get somebody else. Like they wanted them to recast her part with Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
which I could see it. I could see her doing it. I really could. I get what I'm saying is she has no special acting ability. She's just a hot little piece of ass who's a little psycho.
Yeah, and it's like the stuff that she's like. She was in. I mean, I think I've only seen her in Aquaman. I thought she was good in that, but not anything that couldn't be replaced with somebody as competent. Whereas like Pirates of the Caribbean, like you can't replace Jack Sparrow. And I think those movies are tired at this point, but I think people still enjoy them. And, the first couple of them are really good. So
I hope Discovery will fire her ass and give Depp a DC character in the new universe.
That'd be interesting.
My ultimate DC universe casting for Johnny Depp would be Constantine.
Dude, that'd be cool. I'd like to see him as like Zatara too. I think that'd be cool. Like if it was going to be like a small role, but I would love to see Constantine.
I think she's all through this, I've been like one of the people that's been saying, look, you got to be careful with all these with this shit. We've had so many accusations that have been proven to be wrong and false. Yeah. Like,
dude, so that's a
yeah.
Wait, no, go. What were you gonna say?
Do you remember the Duke Lacrosse team years ago? Yeah. They got accused by a hooker of raping her, and to come to find out they didn't do anything. They didn't rape her. She got mad because she wanted more money and they didn't pay her.
That story. Do you guys probably remember this? Where there was like it was in 2017. It was like somewhere on Capitol Hill, and there was like that Native American dude that was like beating the drum, and there was like that kid that was like looking in his face or whatever, and like there's a big like that apparently came out to be like not anything of the way it was represented, but like so like with stories like those, you get the initial take and narrative, and then when it comes out later that wasn't the case, you never hear about that because moved on to the next thing.
That first initial perception is so strong.
And that's the thing, like with Depp, like having this type of accusation. And I'm hoping people are getting to the point where they're like, well, let's just wait a minute.
Yeah, and literally, but unfortunately,
and it's a thing where it's like it sucks because you see this with situations like this, or like but situations where it's like violence with the police, where people are like, well, let's wait and see what more comes out of this, because a lot of times like people's kind of counter that is like, well, it doesn't matter what happened because this person got hurt in this way or this person got hurt in that way.
But it does.
And it does, you know.
So like another thing is Johnny Depp's exes have all come out and been like, what
that's
the
another
fuck?
thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Out of character.
He's the character. What?
Yeah.
Think about that.
And that's the thing, because if that's usually another kind of phenomenon is like when one person makes an accusation, if there's a pattern of this, other people come out.
Look at what just happened with Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Everybody, as soon as the first allegations came out, everybody came out.
It's like a steamroll.
Yep.
Okay. Look, when you're a dude,
it's just a matter of time until Marilyn Manson is in prison for the rest of his life.
when you're a dude,
Damn.
well, he should have probably been in prison for a long time. Anyway. No, when you're a dude though, and your maybe ex-wife, are coming to your defense because your shrew of a recently ex-wife, right, is accusing you of some heinous shit. That is saying something, because usually exes don't come back into their ex spouses like when there's no kids involved. Fuck no, they're out, man.
And this is a good point. This is a good point by E real quick, Russ. He says the problem is when you say let's wait to get all the facts, you're immediately labeled racist, sexist, etc.
You know what, E? You're right. You're right.
That's it. Like that.
You're right.
Those people that fucking just feed on that first reaction, just fucking as soon as it comes out, whatever. If you're against them, you're labeled something.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, there was that police shooting in the one in Kenosha, right? Where like the initial story was like the dude was there breaking up a fight and whatever, but like that ended up also being one of those things that like wasn't true, that you never hear the retraction, you just hear how it was, and then turns out like the dude had a record of like a shit ton of horrible crimes, which informs like the way that law enforcement's going to deal with you, right? So like that's an example. Like, do I think what happened to him was just and fair and what should happen? Absolutely not. But when you kind of fill in the rest of the context, it makes a little bit more sense. And because it's like, for me, like, I don't want to live in that type of world where like, people just roll up and just start blasting away at people. So like my kind of proclivity is to say, okay, so let me find out what I can to prove that that's not what the world is like, and usually the case is that, I mean, there's cases where that's not the case, where it's just like somebody was just a fucking monster and did the wrong thing, killed somebody in cold blood. But usually there's just a lot more to it. And I think that's,
you know what, Jason, I could see him as Harvey Dent too. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Well, it's hopefully like with a case like this, like where Johnny Depp isn't just going away. Like he's kind of, not backing down and sticking with this.
Yeah. I was asked when I was talking about this, one of my coworkers, he asked me, he said, well, what does he hope to get out of this? He said, he's got more money than she does. He goes, what does he hope? Dude. And I said, you know what this is more about for him? This is more about shit coming out and getting exposed. That's what it's about for him. I'm telling you, it's more about that than it is getting any kind of monetary value from her. He wants shit coming out in a court of law. That way it can't be refuted. It can't be it can't be a tabloid saying it. It can.
Well, and I think he's probably, or I can't say what he's thinking, but if I were him, I'd be thinking like, yeah, I'm set for life. I'm not gonna be suffering because of this financially. But like, what about somebody who's going through the exact same thing I'm going through? Like, because like cases like this, they do have ripple effects in the culture, and they kind of can change like dynamics and things like that. And I think. I mentioned the James Gunn one. I think that's an example of that, where Disney, like, why wait the arbitrary 18 months till you rehire the dude? I don't think that makes you look better. I think if you were like from the get-go, like he made dumb jokes 11 years ago.
Yeah.
It was what it is. Like
it was totally them folding to some assholes making a big deal about it.
It's a small, and it's generally a very vocal, very small minority.
And Jason, you're right. It did cost him movie roles, so it actually did hurt him financially.
Yeah, for sure.
But the problem is he'll never recoup what he lost financially from her. Because she's
not only
not
that,
worth,
like no matter what happens, like he can never recoup the damage to his reputation.
Never. It'll never, because there will always be people out there who believe that he was exactly what she's accusing him of, and we're finding out this is not true. But there are people that even if it's proven to not be true, they're so convinced of it, they don't care. It doesn't matter. They don't care. They can see it and they'll still say, they'll come up with something like the tape was doctored or something crazy.
Oh
like
my
that.
God. Yeah. Well, it's like, that's like, and I think people on every part of the political spectrum do this, right? But it's like, what are you going to believe, me or your lying eyes? And it's like, man, just say, like, when you see something that disagrees with all of your prior beliefs and everything, but you don't pretend that it's not there, and that's what happens when somebody is out of refutations, when they're out of, when they're at the end of their rope, they will literally say something didn't happen. They're not going to say it's overblown or it's exaggerated. It literally didn't happen. That's what you get with Holocaust deniers. That's what you get with like there was this massacre like outside of the city in like a suburb outside of Kiev where like the Russians just literally just executed a shit ton of civilians. And what's their response to
never
that?
Happened.
Yeah,
they were crisis actors.
Yeah,
is what
exactly.
they say.
That's their response every time. Is like it's not that it
they
was
went
overblown
Alex Jones.
And I can talk on that for an hour and how they pay attention to Western media, pick this shit up. But it's like it's not even like they're like, oh well, these people were helping the army, they were doing this, like it didn't happen. It's false, it's fake. That's when they're intellectually bankrupt and can't come up with a way to even defend their stance. Didn't happen. Exactly. I'm closing my eyes. I'm burying my head in the sand. It didn't happen. It's ridiculous.
Just deny. Deny till you die.
And hope it goes away.
It's that's insane. That's insane. And then what was the other thing you were talking about? The other topic we were talking about.
You said something else, yeah.
The DC, was it the DC? No, we're gonna talk about that later, right?
No, we'll get to it. So I'll bring this up if it's okay. Elon Musk bought.
That's what it was. Elon Musk.
Yeah, he bought 9% of Twitter stock, which made him, I guess, eligible to like be on their board. And then he said that, and then people lost their minds. And then he said that he wasn't going to do that, and then everyone relaxed. And now I think he's trying to just outright buy Twitter.
He offered like over the buying price, and so it's causing basically what they're calling a poison pill, where the board wants to deny his purchase offer, but the stockholders are going to want to take it because it's in their best interest.
Yeah, it's because but I think a lot of people's issue seems to just be he's against a lot of what Twitter's done as far as content moderation goes, and a lot of stuff he says, like I agree with. I do think that one thing is like a lot of the stuff that he'll say like we should. I don't think he applies that evenly to everything. I think he applies it to things he agrees with and doesn't always apply it to things that he disagrees with, But a lot of the stuff he says, like with content moderation, things like that, I'm like, yeah, dude, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I think there should be less of that. Especially like on Twitter, which is kind of like the last holdout of like you can see naked people on here.
Well, here's my thing. I think that Twitter did a disservice to everyone when they banned Donald Trump.
Dude, me too, man. And if you would have asked me that a year, 18 months ago, or whenever it happened, I would have disagreed. I would have disagreed with myself now. Yeah, but I do agree that because in my every like Russian person in their government is still on Twitter. The Taliban is on Twitter. There's like crazy, ISIS people who have like killed people, on video. They're still on Twitter. So I don't know. I think it's.
Here's what I think: they shouldn't have banned him because I think banning him is a little is excessive. What I think they should have done is kept doing what they were doing. Anytime he put out a tweet that was a complete bullshit lie, just put out something something connected to it, saying
like a link,
is a lie.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This is
and then people can still ultimately if that is Nick, I'm glad you mentioned that because that is people's big issue, and like you have a lot of like journalists kind of on the most ridiculous end, which is something that Wolfie talks about a lot with like just people that are just on Twitter too much. Yeah, saying like, well, this is gonna be the end of democracy, and like when you say that so much, it begins to not mean anything. When you say that everything that you don't like is the Holocaust, it makes language not mean anything. And you can ultimately, if you're so worried about him being on Twitter, when he does show back up, which I'm sure it'll just be a matter of time, block him. You can or put your phone away. Like you can choose.
You can, yeah.
Your level of interaction with all of this stuff, with everything on social media, which is, I think, a kind of wider thing to like just the kind of culture of what a lot of people mistakenly think that the world is, of like, it's this place, it's gonna just kind of gently move out of the way as you pass through, and it's not what the world's like. Social media is a reflection of that.
And see, I come at it from a different perspective. I think that no matter what anyone says, Donald Trump was the president of the United States. That makes him a historical figure.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
a lot of stuff has happened because of presidency.
Yeah. I think everything that he says on Twitter or is any other platform needs to be fucking preserved for posterity, for history.
Nick, I feel the same way. I think every fucking idiotic, buffoonish,
absolutely,
every dumb thing, absolutely, I totally agree with you. I do.
And we've had 3 presidents in the Twitter era. One of the, and we're gonna have a lot more post this.
Oh yeah,
you know, we could say in 100 years we've had 20 some odd presidents of the Twitter era, and there's still gonna be one of them that was actually the one writing their own tweets, and that's Donald Trump.
Yeah, probably, because we know Obama wasn't writing his own shit. He had somebody handling it.
And Biden doesn't either. Like they have a
there's no way Biden does. Biden can't even get a fucking complete sentence out of his head live. No way.
And here's the counterpoint. Excuse me, but people don't believe that when they see this spy statement is not true. A man that powerful having a voice with so much false information is extremely dangerous.
No, I agree with that.
That is true, but
it is.
I really feel it needs to be out there.
I do too. I think because I think it creates, if you're gonna ban him, then like I guess like where does it stop? Right, because you can buy Mein Kampf on Amazon right now.
Jason.
Like my kids in my class, like we will watch like Hitler speeches and stuff. And to be, but if that stuff was banned because it's hateful, we wouldn't be able to look at what he's saying and pick it apart. And then how politicians nowadays use similar language to demonize groups of people and things like that.
Yeah.
So it is useful, and I think you have to ultimately give people their own agency to choose because it's like, look, Donald Trump can post whatever he wants on Twitter. I'm not gonna believe what he says because I would look at it analytically, and that's not just because he's Donald Trump and he's this Republican or whatever. Like there's people on every part of the political spectrum who I look at in the same way, where it's like they say baseless, stupid shit. Like AOC makes stuff up all the fucking time, and she's on Twitter, and like she does, she's as far as I'm concerned, guilty of the exact same sins that Donald Trump's guilty of.
Now
she doesn't have that big of a platform because she's not the president, but
here's where it gets a little dicey. He was using Twitter to send messages like covertly to his little, white supremacy groups and shit. I mean, he would do tweets where he's
Russ, I really don't think he was smart enough to do that. I really think that is those people reading the tea leaves.
Maybe, but it might be somebody else's idea, not his.
Yeah, because I really think that those people those are conspiracy minded people who are gonna see weird things in the normal happenings of the world.
I
really don't think that he's smart enough.
The problem
is
those people but they reacted after he said it, so it's kind of like
they did. But then it's like, you gotta get. But Russ, hold on, just real quick. If it wasn't for Donald Trump, those people would be reacting to some other fucking lunatic. You know what I mean?
Probably.
Like it's like the video games thing. Like no kid's gonna shoot up a school because of video games. They're gonna shoot up a school because they're inclined mentally to do something like that. And where it's like video games are part of it, right? Yeah, it's something, whatever, mental illness. Point. Nick, what were we gonna say? I cut you off. I'm sorry.
I fucking forgot.
Michael Flynn. right now is going off saying that this whole Russia-Ukraine war is a conspiracy by George Soros and the World Economic Forum to start World War III. And if that wasn't going on right now, whatever other thing that would be kind of commanding media attention to Michael Flynn would be the thing to be a conspiracy by George Soros and the World Economic Forum to start World War III. So like, if it's not one thing, it's just whatever the next thing is. So it's like
you're saying he's fishing for a reason, right?
Yeah. Well, he has his narrative and the way that he sees the world, and he's just bending whatever is happening in the world to fit that narrative, and that's what conspiracy-minded people do. And again, they exist on the right and on the left.
No, definitely on both sides. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like anybody that disagrees with the Republican Party is a pedophile.
Yeah, that's the new fucking thing from Bobert. Taylor Green.
Yeah, so that's another thing where like now like calling someone a groomer, like it's kind of like how like people on the left say if you're not sufficiently like outspoken against racism, that you are racist just by being complicit, and it makes it. That's what I was talking about with language earlier. Like it makes terms meaningless.
Yeah.
So like if you call everybody a pedophile for the next 6 months because they just disagree with you, like then it's gonna be meaningless. And
facing the real pedophile is gonna be out there and be like, "Hey, he's a pedophile. He's a pedophile. I'm a pedophile. I want to be a pedophile too."
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Yeah, and it's like I think at this point, like Republicans especially, they don't need to do much to win these midterms. It has nothing to do with politics. Shit's more expensive than it was a year ago, and people feel that of all colors, religions, ethnicities, whatever.
I think you're right.
It's like I feel that shit. So like, they don't need to do much. But then like when you have these backbenchers calling like people in your own party pedophiles, I'm not sure how helpful that is.
But the irony is that they really do have someone people who are pedophiles in their party, but they're in the party that's accusing the other party.
That's different laws in Florida, dude. But then it's like but like kind of back with that too, like with even like the go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
Sorry, they had to repeal that bill in that state that was going to make like child marriage legal.
It was was it Tennessee? It was Tennessee. It was
Tennessee, I think.
Yep, it was Tennessee. I believe it was Tennessee.
Oh God,
yeah. What it is, they didn't put an age requirement, like an age minimum.
That seems important.
So so you had it where you were there. They basically were looking at me. Wait a minute,
Ralphie?
Are you trying to make it okay for like 12-year-olds to get married? What are you doing?
Yeah. So they had to go ahead and veto that part of the bill. God, that's crazy.
Well,
but if no one had caught that and no one had said something about it, that shit would have passed with no problem, dude. They'd be like, "Oh, no problem with it." Fucking Republican Party. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm showing my true colors now.
Yeah, and even with that the Ketanji Brown Jackson, like she got nominated, like it comes to find out, I think she was a good choice, but with Biden saying like we're gonna nominate the first Black woman to be the Supreme Court justice or whatever, like that almost dilutes it. You know what I mean? It's like just don't say that, and then hire appoint a Black woman. Just don't say it.
Yeah, her first criteria are that she's Black and a woman.
Yeah.
So what about her? Okay, but that's first. But her actual credentials, that should be first. And I know this is like one of the few things.
But thank God she is a competent woman.
Yeah, dude, thank God. Because what if she was out there saying some goofy shit? And like this is one of those few things that EE and I like totally agree on. Like we talked about the coaching hiring situation in the NFL, and it's like just that her immutable characteristics shouldn't be something to disqualify her from getting that job, but they also shouldn't be like the main qualification or whatever.
It shouldn't be the first qualification.
Yeah, because it's like I said, what if she was just a bozo who just happened to be like that's like I think almost like a misnomer when they say like, well, we want more diversity, and then they say, well, so we're gonna appoint someone who looks different. You what you need is viewpoint diversity, which has nothing to do with what somebody looks like. And if you assume that somebody is going to think a certain way because of the color of their skin, that's racist. Like that is like that is stereotyping
definition
people.
Of it,
yeah. Like if I pulled someone and said, you know what, I need you, you know, like you're a Sikh person who was you grew up in Canada and immigrate here, you're gonna think differently from me. I just know that you are.
It's like, come here, you whitey. I need a white opinion. Come here.
Yeah, and it's like that stuff is absurd, man. And it's
I think it's disturbed. My wife and EE share a political opinion of the same.
I know, the two-party
system. Anna feels the same way. I feel that I feel very uncomfortable about that.
Well, dude, I mean, you know, I've talked this to death on, and anytime somebody will listen to me, but most of the shit has to do with local politics. So, you know, when I look at my local elections, I live in not a super small town, but it's like a town. It's big, but then like people tend to know each other.
Yeah.
So like I will vote for people of all different stripes. I'm like, I know this guy, and he's a good dude, and I think he's going to do his best. He has different political views than me for the most part, but he's invested in the city, whatever, city of Edwardsville. Now let me move my property line 3 feet so I can build this addition on my house. You know?
See, that's always what it comes down to is your personal. Yeah. Everyone has their personal needs, right? It's like, hey,
for sure,
man, you go look out for me.
It's all local. It's all local.
That's funny, dude. Oh, all right. Well, I forgot what topics were we doing today.
Sam had something else too, right?
Good shit. I think that was my thing. Did I have another thing?
No, what did you talk about
Yeah, because I wanted to do DC or Ezra Miller DC.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we can get into that. So I had let me pull this article. I don't know if you know anyone's been following this, but Ezra Miller he's had his mind lost, but I think he lost him more, got in some legal trouble pretty recently. It says Flash actor Ezra Miller arrested at Hawaii karaoke bar. I
heard about that too. Is that for real? That really happened? Or
so it says an actor known for playing the Flash in Justice League films was arrested at a Hawaii karaoke bar where police say Ezra Miller yelled obscenities, grabbed a mic from a singing woman, and lunged at a man playing darts. Miller took issue late Sunday with people singing the Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper ballad "Shallow" in a bar mostly frequented by locals in Hilo. He's in Hilo, Hawaii. And apparently the song aggravated him, which is totally normal thing to do, guys. Miller, described by police as a 29-year-old visitor from Stamford, Vermont, has been the source of police calls in Hilo 10 times since March 7th.
What?
This guy said, adding, it's not clear how long Miller has been on the island.
Obviously it's been a while.
It said there were minor incidents such as filming people at a gas station, refusing to leave the sidewalk area of a restaurant, and arguing with people. I mean, he's unstable.
I wonder if he's mentioning to a breakup or something crazy like that.
No, I think he sounds like kind of always been like this. It says he was arrested at the Margarita Village shortly after midnight Monday, charged with disorderly conduct. He was released, and then
oh my god!
I think a couple nights later he broke into someone's apartment.
Yeah.
And like stole their passport, their wallet, their phones.
Holy shit!
I don't know, Nick. Do you know anything about that? I don't know much about that.
I didn't follow up on it at all, man.
Yeah, like
he's
apparently
totally off the fucking edge, man.
I just figured after the first story, this dude's over.
Yeah, I think they let me see. Okay. It says it said 2 people filed a petition asking for a temporary restraining order against Miller for that incident, which it says asking about moving to. Okay, so it says Miller burst in their bedroom, threatened them. The couple petition accuses Miller of stealing some of their belongings, including a passport and wallet. Miller's agents and lawyers didn't immediately return messaging seeking comment Tuesday.
Of course not.
Okay, so I guess like they let him stay with them at a hostel. And
oh my god.
Yeah, I guess
his poor lawyers are busy as fuck, dude. They're like, oh man, yeah, this motherfucker. We're trying to clear up one thing. He's jumping to something else.
Oh, and I guess it says he uses the pronouns they, them. Yeah. Which I'm gonna tell you guys, if I was his like therapist or whatever, as his like counselor, and he was like, I think I need to change my pronouns, I'd be like, figure all this other shit out first, and then we can talk.
Yeah.
This is the least of your worries.
Yeah, right.
So,
right.
but it's wild because he's kind of
It wasn't enough Miller donkey punched some girl, but now he's doing home invasions. What the fuck,
dude.
DC?
And apparently
I don't know, dude.
he's like on the set of The Flash, been kind of flaky and flighty. And it's like at this point, he's kind of like anchoring the DC EU.
So,
like with
let me ask you
Flash
this:
movie.
how deep into this Flash movie are they? Does anyone know?
I think they're done filming, but I think he's going to be pulled from all marketing.
Yeah,
and I think they're gonna just focus probably on Keaton and.
I thought I'd read a story about them seriously thinking about taking the Flash, the actor that plays the Flash on the TV show, and throwing him into the movie universe. I don't know if it's legit or not or what. But and then when I read this story,
I've heard a little bit about that too. I think it's
what?
That's a tall task, and plus the Flash, like there's two versions of Ezra Miller in this, like and they are side by side with each other. So I think that's a tall task.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Jason's they're done filming in post production.
So they're in post production. The movie's about now. Okay, movie's already shot. Then, all right.
Yeah, but it's like, man, what do you do with this dude? Like, you can't have him in any marketing. You can't move. You can't move like forward with him. I think at this point because this isn't one of those things like, well, let's find out and wait till we hear some more because I think we know enough.
Yeah,
right. Like, and I think this ends up. Or it sounds like this is kind of like a pattern of behavior for him, or at least to be erratic and I don't know, man. It's just tough. Like this dude, I think he obviously needs help.
He's also in the fucking Fantastic Beast franchise.
Yeah, and I feel like if they make another movie, he's going to be quietly killed on screen. between the two films, you know.
Like what the fuck? Man? So you said here goes. They're done post production. They're getting ready to. You're getting close to release date for the movie, right? All right, so let's send this moment to the Tonight Show and have him doing all the normal interview circuits, right? And
dude, that's what he'd be doing right now.
Yeah, all they want to talk about is here you got arrested in Hawaii a couple times,
and that's the thing, like it's just like everybody wants that story, but they pull him so nobody gets the story, and it helps,
right?
You know,
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, but it's like I feel bad for him because he's the star of the movie, but you can't use the star of the movie to promote the fucking movie. What are you gonna do? I mean, and they're gonna have to use every other actor in the movie.
Flashes in the movie, and I wonder who they're gonna lean on marketing wise because I guess I mean you got Michael Keaton. You have
I heard is this Supergirl in this shit?
Yeah, I figured they'd lean on her.
I heard Supergirl is supposed to be like.
Is it the new Supergirl? The one that's gonna be I can't remember her name.
They're doing a new Supergirl in this.
They are.
From what I hear, and again, this could all change, but from what I hear, they're kind of moving with her to be like the Superman of the DCEU moving forward.
Yeah,
which is like, I don't know. Like my knee jerk is like that's dumb, and then like when I stop and think about it, my reaction is that's dumb because like just have both. Just have Superman proper, and then also make a Supergirl character that's cool and interesting. Nick just tried to drink that with the cap on. What if he would have sucked on that too hard? That's what she said, and then he starts.
And the cap went down my throat. Yeah,
I'd be like, Nick, just go woo, and then Kate will come running in to save you.
Woo.
I heard that's so weird. So you're telling me they're just not going to have a Superman anymore?
No, they are going to have a Superman. It's just going to be this random Supergirl, dude. What are you talking about? But
stupid. That sounds like a DC move, all right. But now that
they are talking about
right?
Michael B. Jordan doing like a President Superman movie, I believe.
Oh wow! Huh. That'd be interesting.
That's been the rumor. I'm not sure,
I don't know
how far along that is.
Playing him, or is he just producing that movie? I
don't know.
Yeah, man, they need to figure something out.
I don't know. Well, so with them now, with them going to be on a new, is it new ownership or is it new? What's the deal with that? Because I know there's like with the deal that was just made, right? Where
do we want to get into that?
I didn't know if you want to get into it because
I don't know if we had.
I just heard that there's a lot of stuff that's being.
Was there something else we wanted to cover before that?
Oh God, what else were we going to cover? This is we're as prepared as can be, guys.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The best thing to do is plan your show on air. The second best thing is plan it on air as you're doing it.
That's the best. It works all the time. Off the cuff, man. Off the cuff.
Yeah. So Jason brought that. We'll lead to that in a minute. But I think they were kind of, at least with the DCU, leaning really heavily on this Flash movie to kind of get everything moving forward, and at least in a different direction.
It's weird, dude. It's insane,
obviously not a better direction, but just a different one. It's just different, guys.
Yeah. Great.
We'll see.
I'm trying to see what the fuck. Remember what the fuck we were gonna. Yeah. I know Ezra Miller being a crackhead. Remember that?
Yeah, he needs some help, man. He needs some help.
He definitely needs some help. His issues. The guy's got issues.
But like,
I forgot another thing we were gonna talk about.
So the rumor is with Discovery and Warner's merging that they're going to focus more on DC and give DC their own film imprint like Marvel.
Yeah, like their own studio.
So their own studio. Oh, okay. All right. Do they think that? I mean, I guess they think that'll help them.
Yeah.
It's like giving a kid
who do you get to run this shit, because if you get Jeff Johns to run this shit, you're in big trouble.
No, dude, but that's a tough thing, because like then you have to come up with a name, and who, 13 years ago would have been like, you need Kevin Feige, because who had heard of Kevin Feige in 2008? You know what I mean? But it's like I think you just need some type. Well, I don't know, because like I say, you need a unified vision.
Yeah.
If that's what they're gonna do, is have a shared universe. But dude, these one-off, like, what movies have done the best for them in the last 8 years? It's been fucking Joker and Batman. And I don't think it's because they're Batman and Joker necessarily. Obviously that helps, but I think that the fact that they are not connected to anything else,
I think feel that way too.
Yeah, I think people go into the theaters. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say they kind of understand it, but then when we saw the Batman, one of my brothers was like, when the Joker shows up at the end, he's like, "Oh, is this?"
Lowry brings up this point. What if they get James Gunn to run this?
Dude, I think that'd be cool.
He has already known the plan that Marvel does.
Because he was in the meetings, like, with everything, probably through Guardians, through Infinity War and Endgame and everything. And everything he's done for DC has been fucking awesome, dude.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would work especially well with the characters that DC has with Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, because of their iconic status. You pull in the Russo brothers and make them run it.
Dude, yeah, I wish, man. Because I feel like they would be like up to just doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I think they have like a good, like, kind of neutral filmmaking style. Not to say that they'd be directing everything, but
if you watch the first Avenger, imagine the fucking Superman movie they could do.
Who did the first Avenger? I think that was.
I thought that was.
It wasn't the root. I think it was Joe Johnston.
That's it. Joe Johnston, right? But
he's done a lot of shit. Like, if you look at his catalog, he's done a lot of.
He did The Rocketeer, right?
The Rocketeer, and I think.
My mistake.
Well, the Rocketeer's a good movie. I like The Rocketeer. That's an awesome.
But like
movie,
the Russo brothers worked with him on that.
Yeah, and they picked up on.
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, and then Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. Yeah.
Sorry, but like they didn't direct it, but they worked with Joe Johnston on it.
And I think that's a solid. I hated that movie when I first saw it for some reason.
Which one?
But the first Avenger. I love it now.
It grew.
I love it now.
So grew on me too after watching it repeatedly.
It was a weird time in my life.
You know why I like. I mean, I liked it right away. But I think the first reason I liked it is because I just I love that they showed him like how he was before he became Captain America. And he was.
They did a good job of that, dude.
Ronnie
so my
kid,
was, Jason mentioned Chris Nolan. I think that was my issue with that movie. Was I was after the Dark Knight, before Dark Knight Rises, so I was still in that mode. I was like, every superhero movie needs to be like this.
Oh, I got you. I
enjoy a lot of stuff because of that. And it was, and I'm kicking myself for doing that. But now I'm going back and appreciating all this stuff for what it is, man.
Yeah.
What are you about to say?
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Nate.
Oh no, I was just thinking, like, who do you get to run something like this?
I don't know. All I know is they can't do the fucking same formula they've been doing, which I feel like just been off the fucking cuff.
And they can't copy Marvel.
Like, they plan movies like we plan our show. It's not good.
Yeah. I mean, the Marvel plan worked for Marvel.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I don't know that it will work. I don't know that that's going that same direction.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, I don't think necessarily it's going to work for DC.
Yeah,
Larry's like, keep Patty Jenkins out of it. Oh.
Yeah,
I like that. I really like that first Wonder Woman. Like, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, the first Wonder Woman was good. The second one was atrocious. I didn't know what the fuck they were doing. I couldn't figure. I was like, who thought this was a great movie?
Like, it was like looking at what they got coming out. I'm really excited for this Black Adam movie. Yeah. For everything that isn't Black Adam, I could give a shit less about him. I'm excited to see Dr. Fate, Atom Smasher, Hawkman, and like, I'm excited about those things. But like, as far as the main character, I'm like, whatever. I don't think he needs a movie.
What?
If they were to come out and be like, we got a Justice Society movie, I'd be like, let's fucking go.
That's what you're supposed to be leading to.
Yeah.
You're not looking forward to the Black Adam one.
No, I am looking forward to his portrayal of Black Adam.
I
like Black Adam.
He'll do his best.
Yeah, me too. It'll be fun. I'm just joking. I'm just being stupid. Like, I know
the casting that they've done. I mean, like, when you look and it's Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate, that's pretty fucking dope.
Pierce Brosnan's such a good actor, dude. God,
he looks
so good.
Amazing with that goatee and shit.
Yeah, he's a guy that I always think he can pull off. I think he can pull off any role. He's that good, but I think he gets the look though too. And you don't got to do too much with him to get him. Yeah, he thinks it could work with DC as well. He thinks that same thing could work, and you might be right. Like, I don't know.
And like, the other thing is that there's characters that they're running that I've always wanted to see on the big screen.
Sure.
Like Atom Smasher.
Right.
Yeah, like you would have thought that we would get to the point where we'd see him and be me. I wouldn't have thought that.
Well, does that mean with Black Adam being, does that mean we're gonna have Shazam in the movie and everything else, right? Too, or
I think
they haven't confirmed anything about Shazam yet.
They gotta be done filming Shazam too, though. I feel like.
Okay, and, I didn't know if
here's the thing is, like, Jeff Johns is pretty much in charge of the DCEU right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're getting this JSA stuff and Shazam and stuff like that. He helped write that and produced it. So, cool thing that they could kind of lead to, if they go Justice Society, is Black Rain. Mm-hmm. Which was a big Black Adam Justice Society story where, like, Black Adam took over his ancestral country and, like, told the Justice Society, go fuck off and leave him alone.
I like it. That's cool.
Yeah.
And
it was a Justice Society team that had Shazam and Black Adam on it.
That's pretty badass, actually. Yeah. By the way, I just want to say that Shazam movie was another DC movie that I didn't think I was going to like it at all. But when I watched it, I really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, definitely pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's a good family movie.
It is a good family movie. I agree with you.
It's a good little, and it's got a lot of heart, man.
It does. I thought it was good.
Like, totally, it was kind of weird because, like, you had Mark Strong as Savannah,
Yeah.
And he was so fucking intense, but like the rest of the movie is just like so light and fun and bouncy.
Yeah. No, you're right. And I just
when I saw that casting, I was bummed because I was like, man, I'm a huge fan of Mark Strong. I'm like, I don't want to see him like quote wasted on this one kind of one-off villain, but he was good.
To bring the whole family, I mean, to bring all the kids into it too, to have all those other all the whole
So
family,
good,
the
man.
whole
So good.
It was awesome. I was like, oh shit, look at that,
Dude, I still think the DCEU missed from the beginning by not having that Flash and that Green Arrow be on that Justice League. You know what I mean? Like if they would have done that, like, and just folded those fan bases into it, I think that would have been the move to make. Because I remember when I found out they were like recasting the Flash, I was like, that's a big mistake.
All right, shame on Shazam was not horrible.
He's just wrong. He's wrong all the time.
Here is the immutable truth about the Justice League.
Yep.
The Justice League only works when it's the big seven.
Mm-hmm. So Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Flash, Aquaman, and then Martian Manhunter. And who am I missing?
Oh God! Oh fuck!
Green Lantern. Fuck.
Green Lantern.
Yeah. So the Martian Manhunter is the one that gets swapped out all the time.
Yeah.
After post New 52, he's gotten swapped out for Cyborg, I think, in most people's. But I still see him as like a Teen Titans kind of.
See, I do too. That's where I relate Cyborg more.
And if you watch, if you watch Young Justice, which I know a couple people in the chat do, they've done a good job with him. And dude, that to me is like the best kind of ongoing DC universe property.
Yeah,
it kind of includes everybody. Right now, I think they do a good job, and it's like they do shit with characters and doing things to kind of like fit with the times, right? Like there's a character who's like questioning like her gender identity and shit like that, but it's like she's a new character who they got you to like in a season, and it's not like they're saying, okay, we need this identity. Force it on an existing character. It's not what they did.
Right.
They did what Marvel did with Miles Morales, and they said we're gonna make a new character, have him kind of represent this, so people can have that relation to it, and they've done a good job with that so far.
Yeah, I think it's also fun because I like that they have the characters go through some shit. By the way, they kill people in this show.
Are you watching the new season, Russ?
I am. I actually the newest episode I haven't seen.
I'm still on season 3.
Okay, I'm watching the new season.
I won't give too much away, but like the stuff that they're doing right now with Beast Boy.
Yes, yeah,
it's like super interesting because it's like what happens to people when they experience this stuff. Yeah, and I loved it when they made the jump to HBO Max. Like they made like a maturity level jump. So like obviously because of the platforms, like they can show some things and use some language that they wouldn't otherwise be able to use. But yeah, that show's great, man. I think like as down as I get about like the DC EU and like their on-screen stuff, like obviously all my old comic books are still up there. I can go read them whenever I want to.
Jason's into the dark Justice League. Huh? He wants a dark
Justice League dark, man. That'd be cool. But it's like like you have something like Young Justice, which is like ongoing and just great.
Yeah.
All right. I kind of want to play like fantasy booker for this DC shit.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we gonna do a separate Batman in this universe?
Gosh, so I would like to see a sequel to the Batman movie.
Right. So do you have a separate Batman to go into a Justice League?
Dude, I think yes.
Okay.
I think yes.
All right, so we have what's his face? Pattinson as Batman.
So is Pattinson not going to be? You don't think he's going to be the new Batman for the?
Well, that's what he's asking. He's saying, like for me, it'd be no, keep them separate. Keep them separate.
Keep them separate. Do you
because
believe
I feel
that too, Russ?
You know what? Yeah, I guess keep it separate because I kind of like I said my favorite. It seems like my favorite movies of theirs are the ones that are cut off.
Well, yeah,
from
it's like
each other.
whenever
I like the
you
Joker and I
read,
like this
like
Batman
whenever
movie.
you read like a Batman comic and then read a Justice League series that's kind of ongoing at the same time, I feel like you look at them differently.
Okay, so I think the best way to do this is to work backwards. Okay, so I think what you build to is a Justice League movie. Okay, right?
Okay.
And so
start with one?
No. I mean, what I'm saying is, okay, the ultimate goal is a Justice League movie.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And build backwards that way. What storyline would you want to see in a Justice League movie?
Man, that's tough because like I wouldn't want to use Darkseid yet.
Okay.
Shit, man, I don't know.
I'm okay with doing like Lex Luthor becoming president or something like that, you know, and crazy shit like that, you know. I don't know.
I feel like that'd be like kind of what I feel like they started to try to do, which is make like the
What's up, Walt?
Injustice Society or whatever. Walt. Because then you have like everyone's origin movies and just take those villains and have them team up. Like,
dude,
that's like a easy way to do it.
It's tough because I'm trying to think of villains that like all of them, like all of the members of the Justice League had beef with. It is tough sometimes because like I consider Lex Luthor in Superman's rogue gallery, you know. So and I guess just like I consider the Joker, that's one of Batman's guys, you know. And
so like you say like the Justice League versus the Injustice Society, basically.
That'd be pretty badass.
All right, so you build to that. Like, how do you build to that with single movies? Do you go with like Wonder Woman versus Cheetah? Do you go Aquaman, Black Manta? You know,
and then and it'd be like Batman,
do you keep Momoa?
Lex Luthor. So, dude, no. I think you got to do fresh start.
See, I can't do that because if you do that, I'm never gonna watch an Aquaman movie without him. Because I think he makes Aquaman interesting. If you put someone else in that role, I don't know that I'm going to care for it.
But dude, I think I don't know. I would have taken,
especially if it's some Fabio looking motherfucker. I'm not in on that shit. Forget it. I can't watch it. He makes Aquaman so much more interesting to me. Like Aquaman used to be that member of the Justice League that I didn't count back in the day. I literally, what would name all the members of the Justice League, and I get the Aquaman and go, yeah, but then that guy that swims, we don't count him.
Yeah.
And more modern Aquaman in the comics that I've read has been
better. Do you keep Gal Gadot also?
No, dude, as much as I liked her, man, like I'm all about like you got to fresh start everything, dude. Like you can't have anything tying to this. I think it creates confusion for people.
You see, that's tough for me because I like her as Wonder Woman, and I
do too. And that's the thing, because like I liked her as Wonder Woman. I fucking loved Henry Cavill as Superman. But let's like you gotta go all fresh faces here.
So like I feel that so who do you feel needs to have solo movies to build to a Justice League movie? And also keep in mind you have to introduce some of these characters to the audience.
It couldn't be all seven, man. And it's like, well, who had a solo movie before Avengers? Like you had, because I feel like
Iron Man was solo.
He had two. Before Avengers, right? No, he had two. No, he had two. He had one in 2008.
Because in Avengers 2, remember he was having the hard time after what happened in the Avengers. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had Captain America, Thor, Hulk.
Or not two. It was not two. It was the third one where he was having issues after the.
But yeah, now it's after Avengers 1.
Yeah, after Avengers. So yeah, he had 1 and 2.
That's
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So they had 5 movies, and they
Okay.
introduced Hawkeye and Black Widow. Well, not even Black Widow.
So do you have to have a Batman movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because people are gonna go and see it, and that's gonna make them a shit ton of money.
Do you have to have a? No, that's fine. I think we're all in agreement, right, Russ?
Yeah, I am. Okay.
Yeah. So, do we need a Superman movie also?
I would be okay with doing him later and kind of having maybe the league be a little bit distrustful of him or uncertain about him because he's
okay.
I don't know.
So
what do you
want
to
have? You want to have the league? You want to have the league?
I'm just trying to think like what would be
before he comes along?
Well, like they fold him in, but maybe they're like, we don't know about this dude. What do you think, Nick?
I think because you're saying a whole new cast, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have a new Superman, you have to introduce a new Superman in a new Superman movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that too.
I agree.
And then the same thing I think with Wonder Woman.
And I think if you're taking them like everything's new and you're getting a whole new kind of group of people to watch.
I know you said the core 7, but I almost think you could cut the core 7 down to maybe just the like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and who would be the fourth that has to have a movie? I mean, does Aquaman have to have a movie?
I don't think so.
I don't know that he does. I think you can introduce Aquaman in one of the other movies.
You could take a few of them and like kind of pair them up together the way they did with Black Widow and Iron Man 2.
I do.
Like, I think you could do that with Green Lantern. Green Lantern and like
Martian Manhunter
and Martian Manhunter.
They're both
like in space. But you say that, Nick, and I was thinking about like how cool it would be to see Green Lantern, Green Arrow. You know what I mean? But then it's like you're getting, I would just appreciate that, just like going way back.
But like that's the thing, like. If you do a Green Lantern movie, you could do that. You could have Green Lantern and Green Arrow and have that Green Lantern in the Justice League.
Who was doing that? Was that Julie or who was the editor?
Denny O'Neil.
Denny was doing it, and then it was like Julia Schwartz. She was involved in that, right?
Yeah,
like
Julia Schwartz was the editor, and Neil Adams did the art.
I guess he is saying the Flash would need a movie. I mean, I mean, all right, being a fan of the Flash, I wouldn't mind seeing him with his own movie. But I mean, I don't know that everybody likes the Flash as much as they are.
Like the only one that I can say doesn't need a movie, Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
See, I don't think Aquaman needs a movie to himself.
Dude, I don't either. Like, that one Aquaman movie, I loved it, dude.
But it's Jason Momoa though.
I struggled to get through that, man, really hard.
You didn't like Jason Momoa?
No.
I liked it, man. I expected nothing.
I loved it. I always couldn't believe it was an Aquaman movie. I was like, oh my god, this is great.
Like my point about the Flash now is with the TV show. Now this mess with Ezra Miller.
Might be a little,
I think you let the Flash just be in the Justice League movie and sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, so you might want to just let that cool off for a little bit.
Well, you got to think too. If they were to start rebooting stuff and to try to start this all over again, this shit's going to take a lot of years. It's going to be a minute, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying is like you have to have a plan in place. You can't do what the fuck they did. You know, you can't just be willy-nilly and be like, here's this.
Fly by the seat of their pants, man.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. You have to have a plan.
Justice, we know that shit don't work that
So
great.
I think that sounds good. Like you got a Batman movie, a Superman movie, a Wonder Woman movie, and a Green Lantern, Green Arrow movie. I think that would work.
I know. E, you said probably needs a movie. I don't mean to misquote you. Calm down. Because such a sensitive Giants fan. Jesus.
And so, Nick, would you need to see Green Arrow
Anyway.
in the Justice League movie
as a cameo?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see that too. Just as a. Because that's something that's like
fucking
never.
Ralphie's the maniac. I would have liked Aquaman if it was Maui from Moana.
Ralphie, you're awesome.
Scott Eastwood is Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
So
Scott
then,
Superman.
then you have to cast.
Right,
and start.
Man, Superman. Man. Wow. I mean,
all right. If you start with Superman,
Nicolas Cage. No. That's because like Henry Cavill was like. Wow. I thought he did a decent enough job, and like the dude was just fucking jacked. Like he's shirtless a lot to like prove it. You know what I mean? He's not just wearing the muscle suit all the time.
Yeah, it's like they want to show you,
jacked, man.
They want to show you it's him, dude. That's what they want.
And that's like the thing with the dude who played Shazam, Zachary Levi, because like he got in shape, but like when you have like a skinny little neck, you look soft.
Right. That's right.
You know what I mean?
Them traps. The traps are important.
Seriously, dude. Like I feel like I've been saying this for 10 years now. I feel like people look at me like I'm an insane person. I'm like, his neck's skinny. It doesn't matter if he has the most convincing muscle suit. If your neck is all skinny, you look weak and small. Man, like Henry Cavill had the fucking traps, the big thick ass neck, dude, and he looked great. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just hard to anything from man. There's gonna be tough, you know.
Like here's a thought. Here's a thought. You want to get really crazy? You want to get really crazy? Yeah, let's cast Michael B. Jordan as Superman. I just saw that on the list here. It's great. I like Michael B. Jordan.
That's fucking cool for President Superman. I think
right. So he could pull that off. I think he'd be great. This is something on a list.
I'm trying to think, man.
John Hamm.
He's old, a little old.
Yeah,
but I like him. He's good in everything.
I like him,
dude. He's I used to go out with his niece, man. He's from St. Louis, and his nieces were like we went to the same elementary school and stuff. And
Army Hammer.
Hang around a little bit.
No,
he's blacklisted.
Yo, Lowry says Alexander Skarsgård is Superman. I say no to that. I say Alexander Skarsgård is Aquaman.
Oh my god, dude. Hey Nick, that Northman movie comes out like this weekend.
Wait,
are you gonna see it in theaters?
I think I'm going to. I'm going to take a break too. Yeah.
Yeah, I might
need a break from fucking movies.
Wasn't Skarsgård's the same guy that was in the vampire show, right?
True Blood,
right? Wasn't his name Eric Northman in True Blood? And now he's going to be starring in Northman?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome,
I can't
dude.
wait for this shit. I love it. I've been I'm the only movie besides Northman that I've been this excited about is the Batman, dude. So I'm excited. I'm going to try to see that next weekend.
Hey, what about Channing Tatum?
He'd be a cool Aquaman for sure.
I can't see Channing Tatum as Superman, but maybe
in that vein, though.
Yeah.
What about fucking Chris Pine?
Is who?
Superman.
Dude, I like him in everything, dude. Like I think he's just good, basically, in whatever he's in.
Jason has another good fucking casting. Matt Bomer as Superman.
You spelled Boner wrong. Who's Matt Bomer?
Yeah. Dude, he was on that crazy ass show on the USA Network, White Collar.
Okay. Yeah.
That would be a good Superman.
Yeah. What about Charlie Hunnam? The guy from
I don't know,
Sons of Anarchy.
James Marsden, not bad.
Hey, Liam Hemsworth.
That Boner dude would be good.
Yeah.
No,
I would like to see that dude Russ that you mentioned, the Sons of Anarchy dude. I'd like to see. I think he'd be a cool Green Arrow.
Charlie Hunnam. Hunnam. Is that his name? Hunnam.
Yeah,
I think
he was in Pacific Rim. He was terrible in that movie, dude. Which is so funny because I feel like in Sons of Anarchy he's really good.
Well, I think he's suited for certain roles, man. I think that role wasn't good for him.
He was in
dude.
Pacific Rim and couldn't hold the American accent.
No, it's tough.
This dude did it for like 13 seasons on FX, no problem.
Well, yeah, but I think it was easier because I think he got to play a tough guy, a little more of a tough guy.
Yeah.
And I feel like in Pacific Rim he wasn't like as much a tough guy as he was just like
I talk all this shit about that movie.
You know?
I love that movie.
Oh no, I know, me too.
I got an idea that might be kind of crazy, but I kind of am falling in love with it.
Huh?
What about Opie as Batman?
Oh, dude, he's good. What I gotta look up his
name.
I forget what his name is, but Opie is Batman.
Okay, let me. I'm so stupid. I looked at his name. I was like, Opie Winston. Okay, Ryan Hurst is his name. Dude, he's really good, man.
Zac Efron as Superman? No way. Can't do no Zac Efron.
Well, Charlie Hunnam equals Grifter. That'd be good.
I'd say keep Zac Efron on the back burner because he can get super jacked and look like a superhero. So that shit's important to me, man.
Yeah, that's a good point. He got jacked in Baywatch. I know that.
If they can look the part, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Again, what did Jason say? Matt Bomer? Is that who Jason said before?
Matt Bomer, yeah.
Oh, Matt Bomer. Sorry,
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see him as Superman. I don't know, man. He has the look, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can get built up.
Ryan Hurst, dude, Nick, he's 6'5", man.
Dude.
No, we're not doing Chris Evans.
Let's go.
He was Captain America.
Let's go. 6'5" Batman fucking.
Dude, that's so I'd like to see that. Like, if you're gonna have a Batman,
that's a big Batman, dude.
In the Justice League, make him big as fuck. Dude, so my thing with Wonder Woman, I'm not concerned with who plays her, but dude, they gotta be jacked, man. They gotta be big.
Well, I will say this: if I have one complaint about Gail, I feel like she doesn't have the frame of Wonder Woman.
And it's like I understand she has super strength and everything like that.
Yeah,
and she's not, but find one of these CrossFit people.
Dude, she was an Amazonian. Amazonian women are supposed to be bigger in stature.
And it's not like people don't actually look like that in real life. Like they do.
True.
You know what I mean? You just got to go find them, man. And I don't know how many look like that are also. Noomi Rapace, she was. I mentioned this last week. The girl with the dragon tattoo, like the Swedish language trilogy, which I think is great. She's like that. She's just like a muscular, little meatball. I don't know how big she is, though. I think she might be 5'2" or something like that.
I mean, I want to see a taller.
Ralphie says Alan Ritchson as Superman. Do you know who that is?
Look it up.
Alan Ritchson, huh?
Big spell.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Ooh.
So yeah, Alan Ritchson's the dude that plays. I think he's playing that guy.
Oh, he plays Reacher.
Yeah, Jack Reacher. Yeah.
That could be damn good.
Yeah.
That could be damn good. I've seen that dude in interviews. Yeah, he could play Superman. That's a damn good pick, Ralphie.
Yeah, he played.
That's not bad, Ralphie.
He's pretty damn imposing. So you have him as fucking Superman, and then you have fucking Opie as goddamn Batman.
Yeah. Hey, can I screen share real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm going to show you this girl I'm talking about. I just don't know how tall she is. So
hey, what about Sebastian Stan as Superman?
Okay, so this is Noomi Rapace right here, standing next to Ethan Hawke. But dude, look, she's got little baseball shoulders and stuff. That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I see what you're saying. I mean, they need to be I think she could probably do the build. It's just is she. Is she taller though? I mean, how tall is she?
Okay, she's my height. She's 5'4".
Yeah, I mean, she's like a.
I mean, yeah.
So she's like Willow.
They put her in some heels, dude, and she'll be 5'8", and
actually that could help. I mean, that could work. She doesn't necessarily have to be 6 foot tall, but she needs to be tall enough that when she stands next to dudes, that they're not towering over.
Yeah, I just want
to have to make a guy look shorter.
Wonder Woman. So I was there was a thing. I don't know if you guys your kids might be too old, but like I'm sure EE's seen this movie 1,000 times. The movie Encanto, it's like a Disney movie.
I haven't seen it
like
yet.
a one of those like, it's not Pixar, I don't think, but it's like a CGI movie. And like it's like about this family and they all have superpowers. Okay, and it's like one of the girls who has superpowers, like she's super strong and she's just like a big fucking cock diesel character, right? And apparently like the studio had to go back and forth with like the animators, because the animators were like, she needs to be like big and strong and like buff looking or whatever, and the studio didn't want that. But then the animators ended up getting their way, and I think that was like a good thing, because yeah, like if you're gonna have a character that's like super strong like that and it's a girl, like who cares? Like just make them super buff, dude. Like,
I mean, I'm not trying to figure out what's more important to me. Is it more important that she's got a good height to her? Because I think you can fix the height thing. I feel like you can any camera.
Dude, I feel like the
that.
best thing that they
Buffer
fucking could do is steal Scarlett Johansson.
Can you imagine that? That'd be interesting. That'd be fun. They wouldn't be her and like.
I think it's kind of like the evolution for Scarlett Johansson. Like she played Black Widow.
You're gonna have people to do that.
She played Black Widow. Now she plays fucking Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think you might be onto something there. It might be kind of fun. I don't know.
Yeah, and she
can. What about Jamie?
Bulk up a little bit.
Jamie Dornan. That's the dude from 50 Shades of Grey. He's got like that. He's got the look. He's a nice looking guy. He has a nice head of hair. I don't know. It'd be kind of weird to see him as Superman, though, man. He's kind of.
I think I really like that fucking Alan Ritchson is Superman, and fucking what's the other guy we said?
Ryan Hurst.
Ryan Hurst is Batman. I think I really like that.
Did somebody already say Richard Madden?
No.
That cat could look.
Jason Lowry says Alexandra Daddario as Wonder Woman.
You know what, Jason? You could be on something, because she has a build. Her build is
she sure does.
Well, yeah, she's definitely built. But I mean, she's a broader woman as well. Then, like if you look at her, she's a big body.
Russ calling girls broads, man. What's wrong with
you? But like, look how like symmetric the cast we're building is. Like if we go with with like the popular shit is, if we go with Opie as Batman, fucking Reacher as Superman, ScarJo as Wonder Woman, and Alexander Skarsgård as fucking Aquaman.
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty fucking dope.
Discovery, right? Send us a check, man. You can send it to my house.
All right. So then we did those. We did those four. Yeah. So we got Green Lantern. I think is the next one you gotta fucking figure out.
That's where Ryan Reynolds back. Anyway,
for me, no, dude. For him, I'd want to see Chris Pine for him.
Okay.
I think he's a perfect. He's
that's
a perfect
interesting.
Hal Jordan, man.
I could see that.
Chris Pine. I mean, we got a couple. The thing about Green Lantern is there's a few choices, because 2 or 3 guys have taken up the Green Green Lantern mantle, right? I mean,
yeah.
So you got John Stewart.
I think that's what I'm saying is, I think you can fudge Green Lantern as either John Stewart, you can go Hal, or you can go Kyle.
Right, exactly. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Kyle was the
one. So who do we want? Who do we want as the Green Lantern? Which one of those 3? Because I don't think you do Guy.
No.
So if you're gonna start with one, I think it's either Hal or John.
Okay.
I think that's what most people would say.
Let's bring John. Let's do John and do Michael
Jordan. Okay, fucking. Well, here you go. Idris Elba is John Stewart too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually,
he's already been in both the Marvel and the MCU and the DCU. But
that's true. But
that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
That's a good choice. It's better than my Michael B. Jordan choice. I like that one better.
Dude, I don't know his name. But the dude on Star Trek Discovery that plays Booker.
Yes. Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. He'd probably be good, man. He'd probably be good. I think he would be.
Okay, so his name's David Chatla.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. He's a I think he could. I actually think he'd at least have to look too. He could fit it.
I'm gonna screen share real quick.
Yeah,
dude, he was in something, man. What else was he in?
I've seen him in other things too. I know I have. I don't remember right off.
He was in The Dark Knight, dude. I swear to God.
This dude right here.
There he is. Yep.
He could be a damn good.
He's a good looking
cat.
Okay,
yeah, he was in The Dark Knight. So whenever those dudes like brought the Joker into that Gamble dude's place where he's like supposed to be dead, he was one of those dudes. He was the one that had the cornrows.
Yep.
That was him. You sure?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wouldn't doubt it because
I'm not crazy.
Oh, you did look it up. I thought you was just guessing. All right.
Because he's really good in Discovery. I like.
He is good in Discovery. He's really good. I like his character a lot.
I think that's solid casting and goes along with either him or Idris Elba, like E said. But like Idris Elba's already been Bloodsport too.
That's true, but that's okay. I'd be okay with him doubling up. Why not? I mean, we do it all the time because I like Elba too. That's good. But I like him. The guy from Discovery too. He's pretty good. That'd be a good casting.
Woodbine because he's been so great in Halo, LMFAO.
we're gonna have to talk about that at some point. Like just go through and.
So
you're gonna hate my guts because I like it. So
that's 5. So that's 5. So we got Flash.
Hey,
I want a serious Barry Allen Flash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Either that or Wally West.
I think you did a serious one, and it's like, man, have other sidekicks in a TV series or something like that.
Yeah,
and you can do Balls Out, Teen Titans, Judas Contract, all that shit. Like, pick and choose the best stories and dedicate it to that and do it right, and take your time with it. I love it.
What about Snipes? Snipes is a little too old.
Yeah.
Man, Flash. Who do you do for Flash?
I don't know.
Blonde head.
I'm hooked on the guy that plays him on the television show. But if you want to do a real start over, I think he's really good because he fits to me. He fits Barry Allen. Like that's Barry Allen to me. He's nerdy.
See,
he's got the
I always picture Barry Allen as a little older.
Well, yeah, I mean he is a little older now.
Like, yeah, but like, I'm thinking Aaron Eckhart.
Yeah, man, he might be
too old, but that's the type. That's the type I'm thinking.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I see that, and I agree. He's
okay. I got a really
born in 68, so he's like 50 something.
Dude, I got a really off the wall one.
Nope.
Hayden Christensen is the Flash.
Oh my god, dude, sign me up. I watch him do anything.
Anakin Skywalker. Okay. Yeah, why not? He's older now. Sure. I think he can pull it off. Yeah. I could see him doing it. I've seen him in other movies, so I know he's a good actor. So I'm like, okay, yeah, why not?
So that leaves the last one, who is what? Martian Manhunter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Did we already pick an Aquaman? Who did we say about Aquaman again?
Oh, fucking Skarsgård.
Skarsgård. Okay, Skarsgård be Aquaman. Okay, Skarsgård. That's one good looking fucking.
Yeah,
I'd be like that. I'd be like, that's Aquaman.
So Martian Manhunter.
I don't know. I mean, you could get a lot. I feel like it should be someone a little older, even though they're going to be CGI'd or wearing makeup. But then again, you could have he could appear as a human too. So, but
who's somebody famous you want to see in makeup?
I've always thought Martian Manhunter is. I was consider him an older character, like an older member of the Justice League, because he comes off so mature all the time. You know, he's at that.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a maturity. Probably because his race lives for a long ass fucking time. So he's probably been alive for a while. You know, so
I'm trying to think. All right, like who the fuck would be a good?
Hey, maybe Wesley Snipes could do Martian Manhunter.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yeah, right.
The dude that dude from Dexter.
From Dexter,
Yo.
surprise, motherfucker!
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh shit!
Let me look that up.
Let's get Samuel L. Jackson to do it.
Like, I got a really good Martian Manhunter.
Eric King is the name of that actor, I think.
Fucking Zachary Quinto.
Oh, dude, that'd be interesting. That'd be super interesting because he's not doing anything right now, right?
No.
Like, what's he doing? Just sitting around? Come on, Zach. Get
the
work,
last thing
dude.
I saw was Nosferatu that he did.
Nosferatu? Yeah, I don't even know about
on
that.
AMC.
I didn't check that out. But yeah, he's
I think Zachary Quinto would be dope as the Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, and I like him in everything that he's in.
So, who's left?
That's it, dude. Who's Alfred? Who's Lex Luthor?
Okay, yeah, because we got a casting in Justice Society.
If you could get Billy Zane to be handsome again, he's Lex Luthor. I think he's done a little too much drugs, drank a little too much. You know, I can't say I haven't been there myself, but
yo, I've got the ultimate Lex Luthor casting, and it
Nice.
is like it is switching race.
Okay.
Oh,
Samuel motherfucking Jackson is Lex
See,
Luthor.
okay, so you didn't like him for Martian
fun,
Manhunter,
man.
but you're okay with him as Lex Luthor. I think he'd be a great Lex Luthor. Actually,
yeah.
He would be wonderful as Lex Luthor. I think that's a better one.
Man.
So who else is on? Who else is in the Injustice Society?
Cheetah, Joker, Black Manta.
Okay, so let's go Cheetah first.
Shit, that's another one. It's like, who cares? They're gonna be makeup or whatever. But
Gina Carano is Cheetah.
Okay,
I don't know. I think she's too big. She's too big, dude.
I think you can have that in that role.
Yeah, I think that's cool, man.
Yeah,
She
didn't have to be a thin girl, though, man.
Well, no, the thing is then you have her being bigger than Wonder Woman, so you have a contrast.
I guess, but she's like thicker than Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
like,
let me see how tall she is, dude.
I think she's like 5'7", 5'8".
I just don't know that she would.
I can't wait till she gets desperate enough to start doing poor man. Yeah, 5'8".
Oh, Jesus Christ. You heard it here, folks. Sam can't wait.
I'm just holding out, dude. I'm just waiting, biding my time. That's what I do best.
All right, so a Joker for this.
Fuck, man.
So you want a Joker that's going to play off of Lex Luthor.
Huh.
Who has happened something?
Time to bring Jim Carrey out of retirement. I don't know if he's retired or not. He's been the Riddler. Which his version of the Riddler was almost like a Joker too. So I don't know.
He's still making Sonic movies, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is doing Sonic movies. He's not retired yet.
No, like
for some reason.
If you bring the Joker in,
I don't know.
Okay,
man.
so he has to go against Jax.
Yeah. Which I'm like, okay, what about that dude that played from It's Always Sunny? He was in Pacific Rim 2. Charlie Day is I don't know what his name was in the show. But like he's like super small, right? So like I feel like that would be like weird, like interesting to see. Or like this little like clownish person.
Oh, okay,
like,
I got you.
This like fucking behemoth that we've cast as Batman.
Yo, I got an interesting one that I think could be good. Hugh Dancy.
Look him up.
Oh, yo, Lowry has a good one too. Rami Malek.
Oh, bro, that'd be good.
Rami Malek?
Hugh Dancy, Nick, he was in
Hannibal,
and I liked him a lot. Yeah, him or Rami Malek. I think those are two winners. Okay, so we just need to keep fucking this dude Mads Mikkelsen. We just need to keep him on the back burner because I'm just gonna find somebody that works for him and then fold him in because I think he's just the greatest. But
I could give you one that'd be really good.
Who is it?
Ra's al Ghul.
Okay, fuck yeah! Because I was gonna say it has to be someone who's gonna be like long lasting. Rami Malek, Jason, that's a good call, dude.
Yeah, I think that Rami Malek Joker. I think that's a damn good call, especially after that fucking Bond movie.
Mm-hmm.
So who else do you want?
Yeah, so Cheetah. I don't know, man. It's like who's the villain in the Green Lantern, Green Arrow movie?
Sinestro.
Who's the villain?
Yeah,
Capitalism.
Yeah.
Sinestro. Yeah, dude, and it sucks. It's like, okay, yeah, just bring back Mark Strong because I thought he was great as Sinestro in that 2010 movie, 2011, whatever it was. I know that movie gets hated on, but I thought he was really good and wasted on that. He's been wasted twice in the DCU as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Yo, okay, and so fucking somebody said Wesley Snipes earlier. Wesley Snipes is Black Manta.
Yeah, dude, just do it.
I guess you could pull that off because depending on what version of Black Manta you want, because there is versions of where he's younger and older. So
dude, Wesley Snipes is like ever young, man. That dude.
Well, I will tell you, I saw a picture of him online a few weeks ago, and I was like, damn, he's looking pretty buff. Well, he is, but he's built skinny. He's still got a good build on him though. Yeah. He's just not thick like he used to be. He's still cut though.
Okay, so yeah, he was at the. I think he was at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Oh, he was at the Oscars. He saw the slap.
I mean, now, dude, Russ. Now he's built like fucking Jada Pinkett Smith, dude. He's like.
But dude, so I think the last one you got to do is Grodd.
For Flash.
Aren't you gonna basically CGI him anyway?
But who do you want?
Dude, yeah, I mean, it's like you got Wesley Snipes, but like. I'm thinking of the Blade thing, like you could do. I'm not sure how Ali is Black Manta, but I feel like he's gonna be tied up in Blade, so I don't want to use him. But it's like, man, I really like that dude. Okay, well, who's that? Yeah, I'm juggling all these Easter eggs. You guys know who Lakeith Stanfield is?
No.
Okay, he was in. What was this dude in? He was in. You see Uncut Gems?
No, not yet.
Okay, go watch it. Do you guys just see Jackie just fall into this room? But yeah, so he's in that. He's really good in that. He's like one of my favorite actors. He'd be good.
Keith Stanfield, like he's in.
Lakeith Stanfield. And then the dude from he's good. And then the dude from he was in that Get Out movie. The other dude from Get Out that was in Black Panther.
Yo, I just thought of one for Grodd.
Who?
Ooh, Jason has a good one. Tony Todd.
For Grodd?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But I thought going in a different direction because sometimes Grodd gets really hoity-toity. What about Ian McKellen as Grodd?
I guess it just is like the voice.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be great.
I mean, I forgot. Isn't Grodd supposed to be like a really super smart gorilla, though?
Yeah.
Gorilla. He's supposed to be like really smart, right? So, okay.
Yeah. But Tony Todd, like, I like that, too, because that dude's voice is just so commanding.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. That Tony Todd would be good. I think that'd be good when he's
Tony Todd is Gorilla Grodd, yeah.
Then, okay, I guess, you got to go Deathstroke. Jay says Keanu is Deathstroke. That's not
bad. Nah. Can't believe Banana Reeves is Deathstroke.
Banana Reeves.
Okay, did we say Mads Mikkelsen is somebody?
Ra's al Ghul.
Okay, Ra's al Ghul.
Right, yeah.
So Deathstroke, who the fuck would? Because he'd be a damn good Deathstroke too.
Who?
Kelsey Grammer. Fucking Kelsey Grammer.
Dude, he was the best beast, man. He was he was the best beast.
Deathstroke.
Talk that shit.
Shit, man.
Okay, so Daniel Kaluuya is the dude who I was thinking of to play Black Manta. He was the dude he's like the main guy from Get Out. He was Black Panther's buddy who was like in the border tribe or whatever.
Yep. I got
It'd be good.
I'm trying to think, man. Clive Owen is Deathstroke. Yeah, what about Gerard Butler as Deathstroke?
Oh, wow. You'd have to get his big fat ass back in shape, but yeah. I'd like to see that. Deathstroke.
Gerard Butler and
So I think that's what you do. You have all the you have those solo movies build up to your Justice League movie.
Russell Crowe.
The whole Justice League movie is just okay. We found out who's been fucking with us, and who we have to band together to fight. And the whole fucking thing is just a fight between the Justice League and Justice Society.
We got it all figured out, boys. What do you want us to do, man?
So what do you think? What do you think about that Moon Knight show? Anyway.
Yeah, we just thought Moon Knight.
Yeah, dude,
I just thought I'd fuck around.
Yeah, I feel like we were like.
So everybody knows, I did put in the announcement that we would be talking about it with spoilers.
Oh god!
So here's your chance to go away if we want spoilers. I'll go ahead and give you a mic drop Venom, so you know when we start and when we end. 5,
right, I'm just gonna
4,
go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
There you go.
All right, there's our spoiler start. All right, dude, I know you have problems with this show, Russ. Do you too, Sam?
I am enjoying the shit out of it.
Okay,
for what it
Are
is.
you
Like,
really?
Yeah. So like we're like the family's watching it together. Like everybody's into it. Like even Eli today was like turning it back on to rewatch old episodes, man. So, it's like
You like Steven as a character?
Yes. So like that was
I hate his fucking guts. I want to punch him in the
trailers. Like the trailers. I was like after the trailers, I was like really turned off. I was like, Oscar Isaac is doing too much. And it's not his fault. I think he's a really good actor, but I think in this case, I was like, the directors have him doing too much. All these characters seem just too far extremes of everything. And then 15 minutes into the first episode, I was like, okay, that was a kind of, I misread the trailers, right? And because like Steven, to me, he's a dork and he's an idiot, but he is believable, and I think like he is believable as a character. And I think the way that they've worked him into like power set and everything like that, like it just works for me.
Okay, I'm exactly the opposite of you. I do agree he's a dork, and I believe I think he's the dumbest motherfucker on planet Earth. Okay, because here's the thing. But Anna watched it with me, and Anna was like, she was sweet to watch it with me. I know she had no interest, but she kept saying maybe I was being too hard on him because she's like, Russ, he is kind of, waking up in weird places and shit. She goes, that's a little disconcerting. He's trying to figure things out. But me, I feel like he should have figured some stuff out like a little quicker than he did. I feel like he was being slapped in the face with what's going on with him, a little bit.
Yeah, and it's like I wonder, like, when did this personality or whatever of Steven, when did this manifest itself? Is this from birth that there's been like this Steven side, or is this within the past 18 months?
There's a scene where Steven's talking to his mom. He has a mom. Steven has.
Is he though? So my thing with that is like you never hear a voice on the other end.
Yeah,
which makes me think
so
that
maybe
like there's
he's imagining it.
Or maybe I think it's, to me, what I read from those, he's leaving her a voicemail. This person won't pick up, whoever he's called. Yeah. And he's leaving her a voicemail. Okay. He's all like, just to let you know I'm doing well. I'll talk to you later. Give me a call.
Yeah, he went out on the
bye.
Yeah, right? He was supposed to go out on the date, but he was 2 days
late. It's really ambiguous in the comics too, how the multiple personality stuff started.
Yeah,
that's really weird. So Steven might be actually just a personality that kind of got created by what's his name?
And I think it's smart, like for the show to begin with him, because it really does, I think, a good job of like putting you into the like
it gives you a POV
of it all.
character.
Yeah, exactly. And I like whenever like in those instances, like when they're in Bavaria or wherever, like in the Alps where Mark takes over and like you don't see what happens then. Like so you're right there with Steven and just kind of waking up and like, what the fuck did I just do? Or what's happened, right?
Crazy. I just want to kick him in the teeth, dude. I get so mad. I get so angry with him.
I thought like for him it's like he was believable, so I feel like a lot of worked for me. He was believable, then like the.
I think he's. Be a totally opposite of you. I think he's not believable. Like nobody can be that stupid. Nobody can be that stupid. Please no.
So like,
oh man,
do you guys like Ethan Hawke?
I love him, man. He's good. And I think he's an actor that like kind of recently has done some really good stuff. Like for he's done a couple A24 movies. If you got 90 minutes to kill, watch the movie First Reformed as Ethan Hawke. Like he stars in that movie and like he's great in that, which I think he plays a similar character in this movie as like someone who's like kind of like a religious fanatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a kind of underrated actor anymore, but I think that he's very well used in this. I think he's playing the role really well. I think he's like playing it really evenly as well. So I'm super excited to see him. I feel like he kind of commands the screen when he's on the screen at least.
I will say this: I was. I don't want to give away spoiler. Well, you already did spoiler things, so fuck it, whatever. Anyway,
yeah, no, we're talking spoilers.
It was very jarring to me when he is having the discussion with Steven real calm, and he's telling him, "You don't have to listen to him. Don't worry about it. Just ignore him." And I'm like, "Wait a minute. He knows who this motherfucking guy is, right?" So he's bringing him over, and he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "He used to do the same thing to me when I was his avatar." And I'm like, what? Holy shit!
And Conchu's just like a fucking madman. Like I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's insane. He's
who does the voice for Conchu? Because
I don't know. Let me look. I was thinking the same thing. Like my son asked me that. Let me look that up.
He's telling him. He says other. He sees Conchu standing behind my boy. He's telling him. He's like, hit him here. Like step. Like what is he? He's like.
It's F. Murray Abraham.
F. Murray Abraham. Okay.
He's like, punch him in the throat right now. Go
ahead. That's just great.
Man.
And let me see. So it's F. Murray Abraham, and he is. Like it was
Salieri. Salieri from Amadeus.
Oh shit. He's done some like on-screen stuff, but
we're in the middle of trying to
he was
escape.
In Scarface.
Was he really? Oh no shit.
Oh god, he's the dude that
he was in Inside Llewyn Davis, so he's worked with Oscar Isaac before. How about that, man? It's a good movie, man.
He's
in Scarface. Oh god, he was the dude.
His voice is good. He did a good job.
Throat slit by and thrown off the helicopter.
Oh, I know. Okay, yeah, I remember the scene. Okay,
that's who he was. Yeah.
No shit.
So
I don't hate everything. I don't hate everything about the show. I do like some stuff about it. It's just to me. It's just they took one character and to me they overdid it on how much of an idiot he is, and then even Mark though it has problems too because Mark is supposed to be. I think see him as being this badass that knows he's been through some adventures. He's like an Indiana Jones type of guy. He's badass. And this motherfucker gets stumped on some shit that I'm like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. You don't know that?
He says not to bring it back, but Ethan Hawke is Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty badass actually.
But yeah, with Moon Knight, like I'm enjoying it. I do find some of the flashbacks a little jarring. But I think overall they do a good job. I really enjoyed this last episode, like the whole thing with Khonshu, and like
all the gods and stuff, and how it kind of like took over them, and and then like
I would say, this is. Well, I was gonna say, this is why I told you, Nick, I want to keep watching it, because episode 1, I was kind of like, what the fuck am I watching? Episode 2 got a little bit better. I was like, hi, that was kind of cool. And episode 3 was badass. I liked episode 3 a lot more. So I was like, all right, less Steven. Let's more about Steven. Put him on the back burner.
I think what I like about that is that like Steven obviously has his deficiencies, but Mark does too.
Yeah.
And then Khonshu takes over and he has his deficiencies too. You know, so it's like
that's the mystery though. Is it Khonshu or is it a third personality?
Yeah. And then that's what I'm glad that question's still up in the air.
Yeah.
So the dude in this third episode that was like riding around on the horses and shit, he died like in real life. Like in the skiing accident or something. Like he's dead.
Oh wow. Okay.
He was supposed to have a bigger part that they had to cut some of it out.
Yeah, which is a fucking bummer, man. So like rest in peace to that dude. I don't even know. I didn't look up his name before I mentioned that. Like unfortunately, but it sucks.
It's interesting how they did the thing with the gods, and the gods each god has like an avatar, which I think is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty interesting, you know.
I hope he messes around with that lady avatar. She was super hot to me.
Yeah.
Nice piece of ass.
I want to see if they give Ethan Hawke a suit, because he's
dude.
I guess he's supposed to be the Midnight Man, which is like basically Moon Knight with reversed colors, like with black and white and shit.
Yeah, and that's been like, if you're a Marvel Legends collector, like you've never read comic books, like you've seen what this looks like, you know.
Well, isn't he? I mean, he's trying to bring back the god that, and that's the god that basically wants to get rid of like evil before it even happens.
So that basically kills everybody.
Yeah,
right.
I
mean,
that's the Captain America, Winter Soldier movie plot, basically. You know, like
kind of reminds me of Minority Report a little bit. Where they're arresting people before they committed the crime.
Same thing, man.
But it's that's.
I'm really enjoying the show, but I can see where people have a problem.
Mm-hmm. So, Nick, things I was worried about going into it, the Mr. Knight persona. I was like, how are they going to do this when they have 6 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Because who did that story? That was in like
Warren Ellis.
Yeah, Warren Ellis. And that was like 2013 or 2014, 15, something around there.
And I've been telling everybody that's where they should probably start with Moon Knight.
Yeah, so like that's the thing. Like that shit's great. It's great. Like kind of leaning on a ton of stuff before it, right? At least a little bit.
I want them to do. I was worried about Moon Knight with him wearing the suit jacket and the white, you know, like Steven's Moon Knight.
They got one, man. It's coming.
They have that already. Shit, I gotta get that.
I was worried about that, and then I was shit, I forgot what else I was worried about. Oh yeah, just generally is like coming after Boba Fett, which I hated, and then coming after Hawkeye, which I just thought was just okay. Really hated the last couple episodes. I was like, fuck, I was kind of expecting it to be terrible, and it's not. So I'm pleasantly surprised, man. It's got me feeling better going into Obi-Wan. So
I think I just got lost a little bit at first, and I was really, and I don't like the character. I don't like Steven. I think Steven's an ass. I can't. He's an asshat. I can't stand him. But I got lost.
I do, man. I do.
I think he's kind of goofy, but I like him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to get. But I will say this: after the third episode, I'm starting to appreciate Steven a little bit because he kind of did help out a little bit, you know. And he
is useful.
He is useful. He's
knows
because
his
for all
shit,
the
man.
stupidity, he's actually an intellectual guy. So, but I want to see if they're going to answer the questions for us. Is Steven the new personality, or is Mark the personality? And maybe Steven's been living as Mark in this other personality for a long time, and Steven's the real one, or is Mark the real one? And Steven was
I don't know if we're gonna get that in 6 or 8 episodes.
Yeah,
maybe not. And then I want to know
I hope
it's like that might be.
I hope that's a hook for season 2.
Right.
Could be,
yeah, and it can also be something that's explained away in a line of dialogue. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like Steven appeared 6 months ago or whatever.
Yeah. It could. Well, because he's kind of. He's got a fucking wife. And it's all this shit. And it's like, dude, Mark has a wife. Steven, she wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. Go away. Sorry.
I know we didn't talk about this on when we were planning, but I have a question for you guys. I know we're heading right up on 2 hours, but I think it's a discussion that we could have that maybe you guys have a passing familiarity with that could be fun also. Mm-hmm. I'm a big Doctor Who fan. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Have you guys watched any?
I know nothing about it.
I haven't watched Doctor Who.
I know some of the actors that are involved with it. That's about it. Because they've been in other shit.
It's been a long time since I watched it.
But you watched a little bit, Russ. You're a little.
I watched it. I did watch it a little bit back. I did check out some of the season where they had the chick.
Yeah.
Doctor Who. I watched some of that a little bit just because I wanted to see if that was, and it wasn't bad. The few episodes I saw were pretty good.
My question is they're coming in with a new showrunner.
Okay.
And a new doctor is going to be coming in very soon. Mm-hmm. They do this all the time with Doctor Who because, that's built into the character. They did that, with the first Doctor because of his health, that he could, the actor, William Hartnell, mm-hmm. His health wasn't the greatest. So they built it into the character that they could replace him by regeneration.
Yep.
My question is everybody says that Doctor Who is such a British institution that there could never be an American version. My question is, do you think that the time is right and that there could be an American version of Doctor Who, and who do you think could be the American Doctor Who?
Well, I always think there could always be an American adaptation of everything.
Right.
That's what we do in America. we take shit from other people
and
adapt it to us, right? But who do I think would make a good Doctor Who? Wow, that's interesting because you start thinking back to all the actors that have played Doctor Who, and they all have brought their own flair to the role, their own like all of the Doctor Who's are different, and that's cool,
Yeah. Did you catch the question, Sam?
Yeah. And I was gonna say this be another thing we took from the British, like these beautiful 13 colonies, man.
Yeah. But do you think that there could be an American version of Doctor Who and it could be successful?
I do just because I think there is the audience for it.
I think there's a fan base in America.
I've never watched it, but I think it's up there with whatever Star Trek is ongoing right now. Yes. I think that many people are going to be watching Doctor Who as well. Like you see how I go to a Books a Million. There's a ton of Doctor Who shit on the shelves and everything, and I think that is a turn off to a lot of people with Doctor Who is the production quality of it.
Yeah.
As an American, to watch that, it looks like how
it's gotten better in recent seasons.
Yeah.
But when the reboot first started with Christopher Eccleston and a lot of the first David Tennant stuff, towards the end of Tennant's run, things got a little better.
Yeah.
But where it got the production got good was with Matt Smith when Matt Smith
Yeah,
took
for
over as
sure.
the Doctor.
Because I feel like a lot of it, it's like kind of looks like an American soap opera almost, like which if you're in the UK, you're kind of used to that with everything. But I think to an American audience, like the first times I came across, like it was jarring to me. Like I was like, this looks like shit. You know what I mean? Like to not knowing everything about it. And
yeah.
So going through some of the actors that have been Doctor Who since the reboot, okay?
Right.
We've had Christopher Eccleston who played Destro in G.I. Joe.
Yep.
And that series on HBO.
He was the main like villain on Thor 2.
Yep, he was he was the Dark Elf Malekith.
Yep, he was. Yep.
So he was the first one that they did the reboot with. Then was David Tennant, who played the Purple Man on Jessica Jones.
I hope they bring him back, man.
Which he was really good in that too. I think it was a good.
He was
good
perfect.
Role.
Then after David Tennant was Matt Smith, who was in the Terminator movie.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to be in Star Wars.
Yeah, I think they cut his shit, dude.
He was supposed to be young Palpatine, basically, is what they're saying.
Oh, wow. That would have been
that's other stuff, man.
And he's my favorite Doctor from the reboot so far.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had Peter Capaldi, who was an older dude, Scottish dude. And now we have Jodie Whittaker, and we don't know who the next Doctor is going to be after her.
Yeah.
Brink says Steve Carell is the Doctor, just like he took over for the British office. So like that was the thing with the reboot was like they went with a dark and gritty Doctor, when they first started. So like, do you do that with the American version, or do you go with a goofy Doctor, kind of like with David Tennant or Matt Smith?
See, I like David Tennant playing when he played the role. I liked him because I thought he was serious. He had his serious moments, but he was a little silly at times too, which I kind of liked. I don't know. I thought it was cool, but so that's like the version of Doctor Who. That's the version of Doctor Who I last remember that I enjoyed.
Yeah. Trying to think of like an American actor that could pull it off,
but I don't want to. You don't want to go too silly. Like Jim Carrey might be too silly. Like I don't know. I don't know. He can be straight enough for it.
I might have thought of a really good one.
Who do you think? Who are you thinking?
Bill Hader.
Oh wow! You know what?
I think Bill Hader has that mix of being stone cold serious, and fucking funny and goofy and just like off the wall, able to like take those situations in.
I think you might be right. He's kind of, I mean, it's wild.
I think that's a good choice.
I mean,
he'd be good, man. He's in that show,
Barry,
and that's good.
Yeah,
I haven't watched all of it. I watched like the first few.
Yeah, I watched like the first pilot.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you have any thoughts for us?
I'm trying to remember what I saw him in last.
It, Chapter 2.
Yeah.
That's why I say like he could pull off that serious bit too. I mean, somebody else, if you're going for the moon, would be fucking Gyllenhaal.
Mm-hmm.
Good point. That would be
But I don't think that he'd do.
I like Bill Hader though.
Yeah.
Bill Hader would be good. That's
And then like the main Doctor villain is the Master. So like, who do you want to go against Bill Hader? And then you could have the Daleks and the Cybermen and and just like I think that would be amazing. I think that like people are saying like all the Doctor Who fans say that it's such a British institution it can't be adapted to over here. I just think that's bullshit. I think instead of like the TARDIS being a fucking blue police box, you could do a phone booth.
Mm-hmm.
True. Why not?
You know, you can adapt these things to American things. A phone booth is just as anachronistic as a fucking police phone box.
Right.
Agree. No, you're right.
You know,
I mean, I think Hader would be good enough because I think he can I think he can do serious. He can be serious too, you know.
Yeah.
And still bring a little bit of a he can be serious and smile. Like, he does have a creepy smile, dude. He's got a creepy smile. But I thought every Doctor Who actor always has a creepy smile, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's kind of that's part of the charm of it.
It is. They're all like, you know, and the Doctor Who always smiles at weird times. I always felt watching that show, I'm like, the fuck, dude. I always thought it was just a British thing, but I don't know. Maybe it's a part of the character, dude. But now that I don't know, Nick. I disagree with that. I think it could be done, and I think there could be an American version done of it.
Yeah,
because we always do that shit here in this country, and we're good at it. Our country is really good at taking something that was done overseas, and bringing it over here, making it, and we're like, yeah, look what we did.
Yeah.
You know? Shit, dude, you had The Office that did that. You had the Departed was that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's fucking, that's all the time, dude.
The girl with the dragon tattoo too.
Yes. So much stuff has been, you know, Americanized is what I always like to say. Hell, lots of animation has been Americanized, you know, taken and into it. So, it's not, you know, hell, they do, but they take American shows overseas and do versions of them overseas too. So, you know, it's not just us. They steal from us. Of course, they steal from us. We're fucking awesome.
I never personally never worry about it.
Yeah, me either.
Who cares? You know.
No. No, cool. Oh, all right.
Yeah, I think we can go home on that note.
Sure. I didn't realize we were a little after 11. Damn.
All right, guys. As I say every week, peace, love, and oh shit! First of all, we're actually going to be on hiatus for the next 2 weeks. I'm moving, so.
And Nick has been deported.
Going back to the motherland.
Back to Cuba.
Back to Cuba.
Back to Cuba. No internet.
Back
or
to
food.
Back to Sicily.
God.
But yeah, I'm moving to a town, a couple towns over, and moving is going to take up a lot of time. So for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be off air. But we love y'all, and we'll be back right after that.
I would imagine most likely we'll be doing hangouts for a little, doing Jason will throw up some. Maybe Jason will start to hang out a little earlier, and we'll all jump up in there, and
definitely
it's fun. So we'll do something fun, but but look for us in a couple weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Peace, love, and hair grease. We out.
Later.
Peace.